Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter. Well, we talked often on this show about SWICACC, Southwest Indiana Child Center Coalition, Advocacy Coalition. We're going to talk with Tammy Lampert. And Tammy, SWICACC again is what?
The Southwestern Indiana Child Advocacy Center Coalition.
Okay. And one of the ideas of having you on the show is that people start to learn what SWICACC is. So much easier to say SWICACC than to say what the full name is. But people see that acronym out and about. You are now looking for board members. I guess every year you kind of cycle through that. Let's talk about that a little bit.
I'm really excited. So the organization, it's a nonprofit organization, and it was founded in 2009 by team members, so those that are tasked with investigating child abuse cases. The organization has grown a lot to the point of, we've done 275 interviews already this year. And so our programming has grown to where we serve 8 counties and we're doing lots of interviews. Our staff has grown. And now as the organization, like kind of the business side, that has also grown. And we need community members to join our board. So we're looking for people who have skill sets in maybe marketing or fundraising or IT or finance. Just those different skill sets that we don't currently have because our board primarily is team member based. And so we want to encourage community members to use their skills to do good for kids and help the organization.
Okay, now as a board member, whilst the help is for kids, you don't necessarily do any of that work.
No.
This is just somebody that advises you on what to do.
Yes, so it's an advisory board, and so they help lead the direction of the organization, whether it be marketing or new logos or the finance department, how we can maybe make things run smoother on the financial end, and then fundraising and marketing, to where, with us being a nonprofit, to have those people on board to help us generate the funds that we need to be able to continue services.
Okay. If somebody were to be on the board, what sort of time are they committing to you?
We have 5 meetings a year, and we usually meet once every quarter. And usually those meetings are like an hour and a half. And so what our hope is, by building our board and growing our board, that we can also form some committees. And then those committees could have separate meetings, to where rather than, one person on the board and myself being tasked with all the financials, we could have maybe a financial committee. Same thing, like whenever we have fundraising events, then we could have a fundraising committee, so that it is divvied up a little more and we can spread the word better than what we have been able to do in the past.
Now, this coming Wednesday, which is the 26th?
26th,
okay.
Yes.
You're going to have an event for people to find out about what it takes to be on the board. Maybe that's our opportunity to say, I want to be on the board, and we can move forward from there. Let's talk about your event.
Yes, so on Wednesday, September 26th, we are having an open house board member recruitment event, and we're having it at the Jasper Train Depot. And we're doing 2 sessions because we want to make sure and accommodate as many schedules as we can. So we're doing a lunch session, which is from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we're doing an evening session, which is from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And so it's open house. We're going to have paperwork there for people to read over what the Child Advocacy Center does. I will be there, staff will be there, current board members will be there so they can ask questions. And then the paperwork and everything will be there too. Some of the requirements of a board member, because we are a nonprofit and because we do provide services for kids, even though the board members don't do any interviews, do not talk with the children or interact with any of them, we still have a requirement to make sure that they can pass a background check and a DCS background check. So, and those are things we do to try and do due diligence for the work we do, but also some of our funding sources require that as well. And
so this event is just for folks to come in kind of really informal. They can walk in, talk a little bit, and leave. Is there a presentation at a certain time, or is it more just kind of come in?
We'll probably have a PowerPoint or something running to show, because we do have our 4 sites. So we're encouraging people throughout the region, like all of those 7 counties, to come, because we like to have representation from each of the 7 counties, because the communities are very different. So we'll have a PowerPoint running of our different sites that we have, and just different facts and information and things like that.
So basically for this, though, it's really for anybody in any of the counties that you serve.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And those counties are?
Crawford, Daviess, Dubois, Martin, Orange, Perry, and Spencer.
Okay. Do they need to make reservations, or just really they can just kind of walk in if they want?
Yeah.
They don't need to dress up a certain way. Just come on. It's pretty easy.
It's we we try to keep everything as simple as we can. And so it's very laid back, open house. We're going to have some snacks and refreshments and things like that. And we just want people to come and stay as long as they're able to.
How many seats are you hoping to fill?
We are hoping to fill probably 12 seats.
So you've got a lot of seats.
We have some vacant seats that just opened up in the last, just this year. And then we also have some board members that it's time for them to roll off.
Okay. And like a lot of organizations, as you grow, you maybe have never had a full board for a while, and now you're trying to get that board to be full. That's
Yes.
that is not unusual for nonprofits.
Yeah. We've had a full board, and then we've had one of our board members move to a special division, a special crime unit up in Chicago.
Okay.
Just different things like that, to where some of our board members have recently just gone off, and so we're looking to fill those seats. And then also, with term limits and stuff like that, we have some veteran board members that it's time for them to come off the board.
So, folks watching, you do not have to be a police officer, although you can use police officers.
Yes.
You do not have to be a lawyer or an attorney. You don't need to be a nurse or a doctor. But somebody in finance, somebody, maybe even a homemaker who just has a desire to do marketing for you. So it can be anybody can come and be on your board.
It can be anybody. We like to have all those different ideas and, different skill sets, because then we're covering all those bases as a group and as a team.
If they can't make either of the sessions this coming Wednesday, the noon session or the evening session, can they just call you and talk to you about it that way?
They can, or they can send me an email or something too. Yeah.
Is your timeline that you need to have these positions filled by a certain time, or is that could be ongoing?
It could be ongoing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this
we look
Wednesday
for it
is-
to be ongoing, so that we have where some members go off and some come on, and still we have some veteran members. You know what I mean? So it's not just a whole new board. We don't want that to happen, because
Right.
that would be overwhelming for anyone in the organization. So.
All right, well, Tammy, good luck on Wednesday.
Thank you.
All right, so Wednesday again, that's at the train depot in Jasper.
Yes.
At what times again?
11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay, it is an opportunity for you to find out more about being on the board for SWICACC, Southwestern Indiana Child Advocacy Center Coalition.
You got it.
Got it right. All right, Tammy, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Our guest has been the director, Tammy Lampert. Thank you for watching WJTS in Form. We're local people watching local people.